Sea Wolves, I'm Aaliyah Glasper.
I'm Leah Gannon, and welcome back to Studio Blue News.
We hope you had a great Black History Month, and we want to wish you a happy Women's History Month, too. You may not know this, but Women's History Month actually began as Women's History Week here in Sonoma County in 1978.
The project was led by former Sonoma State graduate student Molly McGregor, who also earned her degree from the Women and Gender Studies program here. Let's go now to an interview with Molly, courtesy of our reporter Ben Taylor.
Can you briefly introduce yourself and share what inspired you to found the National Women's History Project?
Sure. My name is Molly Murphy McGregor. I was a high school social studies teacher in the 70s. So this young man asked me, what is the women's movement? And it was 1972, and it was just this banner year in terms of the women's history movement. And I was a social studies teacher, and I knew nothing about it. So it was a Friday. I went home to my sacred shrine of history books, and sure enough, one chapter on one book was all about the Seneca Falls Convention in 1848, which was the first women's rights convention. And
Okay.
because those women were brave enough to be what they did, I was now a married woman being able to teach high school. So that was the moment. That was the conversion experience for me, that I thought I was an educator, and yet I was so uneducated. Moving forward with the idea that it's people who make history. It's
Right.
not just these names that we learn, and not only these women that we learn. So often they're just put up as figureheads. Like Eleanor Roosevelt was one of the most amazing women who ever lived. I mean, she is responsible in very large part for the UN Declaration of Human Rights. And yet, when we learn about her more as the wife of Franklin Roosevelt than of Eleanor herself. The president has decided there won't be a National Women's History Month. Well, he doesn't get to make that decision. There'll be hundreds and hundreds of thousands of celebrations in churches and schools and women's organizations and education organizations throughout the country.
Opinion, what are the most pressing issues for women today, and how does the National Women's History Alliance address them?
The issues, of course, that we do support is women's autonomy, women having control over their own bodies. And we never thought that this would be an issue. We never thought there'd be a time when the government could tell you whether you could or couldn't, have children. So there are so many issues in terms of work, but the most basic issue of all is our right to control our own bodies. For young people, I'd say they need to find what issue they think is most relevant. Is it speech? Is it the climate? Is it reproductive rights? Is it whatever they feel is the most important thing that they want to secure for their life and for their children's life and their children's children's life? They need to learn about it. They need to read about it. They need to see the pros and cons of what people who oppose their point of view also have to say about it. If we could get young people to understand that they are the makers of history, it's what they're doing today is going to impact them for the rest of their life and for their children's lives. I don't want you to feel any pressure, but your generation has to take action and bring us to a different place.
Moving forward, where can people learn more about the National Women's History Alliance and support its mission?
So come to our website, which is the National Women's History Alliance.org, because we're a nonprofit organization, and you'll see on that on the website all the different ways. We have the theme. We have all sorts of information about the theme, and you'll see our partners. You can see the partners that we have, and also there's an invitation to join. And for students, it's $30. But if students can't afford that $30, all they have to do is write to the information that's there to Jill, and we will definitely waive the fee, because we would love to have our membership expand with young people, especially because we do special webinars, different ways of connecting people, different ways of giving out information. If you're part of our membership, you'll receive, of course, not that you don't get enough emails already, but you'll receive the opportunity anyway, invitations in emails to join in the discussion about a variety of stuff.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Molly. I really appreciate it.
Oh, well, thank you for doing this. Congratulations. And I have so much confidence in your generation. I know you can help us through this very, very challenging time.
Thanks, Ben, for the interview. With spring break coming up on March 15th, we want to wish you all an exciting vacation. Now let's go to David in the Seawolf Plaza, who asked students about their spring break plans.
Hello, my name is David Martin, and I'm with the Studio Blue News Crew. And today we are interviewing students on their spring break plans.
My name is Raul Cruz. I'm studying accounting right now at SSU.
Sounds good. So what would you say you're doing for your spring break plans?
So I'm just gonna go back home and spend time with my family and probably just lay down, just chill.
Simple.
That's
All
simple,
right.
yeah.
Nice. So what are you planning to do for spring break?
Oh, I'm just planning to basically continue my passion for jiu-jitsu. I just won my first tournament in the second place for International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh,
That's really fun. So I'm just continuing going on doing that. And then basically, camping with my boyfriend and everything. And yeah, it's just a really simple, chill, relaxed spring break. Nothing too crazy.
what would you say are your spring break plans?
I'm going to be in Oregon the first week of spring break for a competition for cheer, and then I'm going to just be hanging out, I think. Maybe go to the beach with my family.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How long have you been in cheer?
I did cheer when I was really little, and then I picked it back up in high school, and I've been doing it since then, since my freshman year of high school.
Sweet. Awesome. What would you say are your spring break plans?
I think I'm mostly just gonna hang out with my family, see my cat, see my dog, and just enjoy being home.
Cats and dogs names.
Cotton, Riley, and Tigress.
Oh, they're three.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds
Two
good
cats,
stuff.
one dog.
Nice. Shout out to the trio.
Thanks, David. Finally, here's Christian de la Cruz with an update to our most recent story about the budget cuts on campus.
Thanks, Leah and Leah. On President's Day weekend, the NBA All-Star Game was held at the Chase Center in San Francisco. A familiar face both at SSU and in the Sacramento area was in town on a mission to save Seawolf athletics. Many of the best players around the league put on a show at the 2025 NBA All-Star Game. One of them is a rising rookie, Jalen Wells, a new legend of Sonoma State.
Needs a cutter. Has Wells.
Jalen Wells, a rumored candidate for the best NBA rookie of 2025, represented his team, the Memphis Grizzlies, during the All-Star festivities. After this, Wells paid a visit to his college grounds to show support for the Seawolves athletics program. In an effort to address SSU's near $24 million budget deficit, the athletics program, along with other majors, will be cut after the 2025 spring semester. According to an Instagram post from Save SSU, a pop-up press conference was held in the Seawolves Den on President's Day, February 17th. Many students, faculty, athletes, and coaches were in attendance to hear from the rising star. Wells spoke to local media to help spread the message across the Bay Area and Sacramento region.
I'm not sure entirely how I'm able to help, but that's just what I'm trying to do is, put it out there as much as possible. I feel like Sonoma State kind of allowed me to have this platform today. So, I was kind of doing my part and giving back.
Wells played at Sonoma State for 2 years starting in the 2021 season, before transferring out to Washington State and was selected 39th overall in the 2024 NBA draft to the Memphis Grizzlies. Wells speaks very highly of Sonoma State's athletics, as it was the place that jump-started his basketball career.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a second home. Obviously started my career here, and I feel like they're the reason I'm here today.
Wells is unsure what he can do to make an impact right away, but by using his platform, he hopes to gain more support for the school that gave him a chance to play.
I feel like they allowed me to have they're the reason I have this platform today, so just trying to do anything I can to help them.
Grizzlies star player John Morant has also shown support and is ready to assist. Wells is grateful to have him on board, but said they will be planning something before they take action.
Obviously John Morant took notice to it. He really wants to help. I just don't want to get him involved yet until, I have exact plans of what to do. So just don't want to waste his time. But just trying to figure out the things behind the scenes first.
Wells understands the current challenges that students and athletes are facing. He reminds everyone to keep fighting.
I think I'll just stay positive, keep fighting. Obviously it's a very negative situation, but if you find the positive things within it, I think it, just make you feel better, make you feel better about the situation, and just make you keep looking forward. I feel like it could happen where people can start getting cold feet and not realize that they still got to progress in their sport, whatever it is, just because there's big things going on right now.
Students are already seeing Wells as a beacon of hope, and some on Instagram are even calling him the face of SSU. While the future of this campus is uncertain, Wells has been embedded into SSU's history and will forever be a Seawolf. It's only a matter of time to see how much of his impact can make a difference.
Jalen Wells has certainly been the talk of the town here on campus. A lot of students are glad to have a rising NBA star from their school on their side and a star player in John Morant too. I also asked Jalen what's next for him in the NBA, and he told me his goal is to win an NBA championship and believes his team is capable of getting there. Best of luck to Jalen and the Grizzlies. I'm Christian De La Cruz with Studio Blue News. Now, back to Aaliyah and Leah.
Thanks, Christian. That's all from us today, Seawolves.
Thanks for tuning into Studio Blue News. I'm Aaliyah.
I'm Leah, and we'll see you next time.